Okay. Hi, everyone. Good evening and good morning to people coming in, joining in from the US and other countries. Welcome all of you to this session. Today is about understanding which career path is the most suitable to you, whether you want to pursue offensive or defensive cybersecurity. We are also live on YouTube. So in case you are joining in from YouTube, just leave us a hi. Sachin has already introduced himself. So people on Zoom, quickly introduce yourself with your name and your city. My name is Aparna. I'm going to be your host. And we are streaming from Bangalore, India. Chitransh, hi, good evening. People on YouTube, just leave us a hi if you're already there. Live from Delhi, live from Sierra Leone. Nice, Michael. Hi, Maya. Good evening.
Hi to people from Lahore also.
Yes, everyone. Someone from Lahore, someone from Delhi, Kenya. Prince from Nigeria. Someone from Iraq. Okay, great. Great. Keep sending in your introduction. Someone from Colorado. Please leave your name so that I can address you. My name is Aparna, and I'm going to be your host. We have our expert Ajit. He's going to be taking you through the session. We'll get started very, very soon. And today's agenda is for us to understand the differences between offensive and defensive cybersecurity. And in the process, you are also going to understand about how our postgraduate program in cybersecurity from MIT X-Pro is going to help you build a cybersecurity career. Yes? Okay, great. Thank you so much for your introductions. Let's take a look at YouTube now. People on YouTube, leave us a hi. Let me know you are here. Yes. Okay. Okay, that's great. That's great. That's great. So let's get started. Quick ground rules before we start. And because we keep getting these questions about certificates and recording, remember that the session is being recorded. Let's say you missed something, let's say your network went off, whatever the case is. Remember, you can revisit the recording later on. There are two options. One is our session is live on YouTube. So you can just head to our YouTube channel to take a look at what you missed, okay, immediately after the session. Second, you will also be sent the link to the recording along with a certificate of attendance that you can use to post on social media. Okay, so this we'll collect the names and everything towards the end of the session. And when will you receive the recording? You'll probably receive it around Monday because we're not working the rest of the 4 days. So expect some delay because it's holiday season here in India. So let's say you attended the session today, you would want the recording, you'll probably receive it next week, which is why the best option for you is if you want to revisit it, head to Simplilearn's YouTube channel. Okay, yeah. And most importantly, let's say you have questions for Mr. Ajit. You would want him to answer questions about your career. You can put them on the Q&A box. Okay, you know what the Q&A box is. And use the chat box for any other kind of interaction. Let's say he asks you a question, use the chat box for that. This is because we tend to miss questions or anything important on the chat. If there's something important to address, use the Q&A box. You are also going to be getting a lot of polls where you will interact with us. And for people on YouTube, your mode of interaction is going to be the live chat. So I will be looking at the live chat and passing on your questions as well. So let's say you do have questions, please use the live chat to put your questions. Okay. So all these are, I'm telling you these things that I don't repeat it towards the end and then you are 100% into the session. So a quick yes or a thumbs up if you've understood what I said about certificate, about recording, about questions, everything. Just leave a thumbs up on the chat. Also, do not raise your hands because we wouldn't be able to switch on your mic. just use the chat box to interact with, the trainer on whatever he's teaching or conveying. Use the Q&A for questions. Yes. Yes. Great. Amazing. Good. Nice. Okay. Glad that everyone is set to start and, learn about the differences between offensive and defensive cybersecurity. Quick introduction about Simplilearn. You may already know about this, but Simplilearn offers digital skills in various domains, cybersecurity being one of them. So we've got courses in tech, in AI/ML, Gen AI, cloud computing, and also other categories such as project management, digital marketing, etc. So let's say you're interested to understand what our portfolio of courses are. You can head on to simplylearn.com and check out these courses. We have touched more than 5 million careers worldwide in 150 plus countries, right? So that's our reach, and the proof here is the proof is right here. All of you are from different parts of the world, right? So that's just a bit about Simplilearn. Now we've got Ajit, who is our expert today. He's an expert in cybersecurity. He's got immense experience in security auditing, incident investigation, and resolving data breaches for a lot of his clients. So he's also got immense training experience in cybersecurity. He's also one of our esteemed and accredited trainers at Simplilearn. So some of you may recognize him from our courses. Over to you, Ajit. You can introduce yourself to the audience.
Okay. Thank you, Aparna. Thanks for your introduction. So no, I don't call myself expert. I'm
Okay.
still a learner. Still learning a lot of things. Yes, but yes, I am having more experience than a lot of you. I'm having around 20 years of experience, that too in training as well as in industry both. I've worked in different parts of security, different sectors of security, like offensive, defensive. Okay, I've worked in your compliance, governance. Okay, that is what I have worked upon. So I have 20 years of experience in implementation. I've headed security operations centers. Okay, I have implemented SOC, ISO audits. I am an auditor also, the third-party auditor, suppliers audit, and lot many fields of security if I talk about. So this is my brief experience. Yes, lifelong learner. That is, I can be associated more with that because security is all about learning. So
Yes.
remember, a lot of you are here because you want to pursue your career into security. So if you really want to pursue your career into security, make reading and listening to videos your part of your day-to-day life.
Yes.
Okay, let's move further.
Great. Thanks, Ajit, for that. Let's just quickly understand you a little better. Now, I'm going to launch a quick poll. So you're going to let us know what your work experience is. And people on YouTube, please use the live chat. I've launched a poll. Remember, you'll have to be really fast in answering these polls. We'll keep the poll live only for a minute. Remember, we have the session to cover. So quickly let us know what your work, and it needn't be relevant experience or cybersecurity experience per se, any kind of experience that you carry, work experience. Put it on the poll.
So please put it on the poll. As Aparna has already mentioned, there is a specific process to do the thing. So put it on your poll, your experience, and
Yes.
whatever questions you have. If it even I need to extend by 10 minutes, I'm okay with that. So you have to mention your whole experience. It's not only about cybersecurity experience, and
You hold.
put all your question and answer in a question answer chat. I will answer there only.
Yes. Great. Good that you already submitted. I will keep the chat box off while we're in the session, okay, just to avoid any kind of distraction. Great. So here you go, Ajit. I am sharing these results.
Yeah, so I can see a lot of them are into. So although, yeah, festive in India, so we have, okay, so yep, 50-50, mean more than 5 and 50 means 50-50% in
Yes.
both between 0 to 5 and more than 5 years.
Yes, correct.
Okay.
Same goes for audience on YouTube. So I think I'll hand the session over to you, Ajit, right now. You can
Okay, thank you. So look, in the beginning of a career, look, this question comes into this question comes at a later stages of our career in cybersecurity. In the beginning, my suggestion is to have a knowledge of both offensive and defensive. I will tell you what it is all about. In simple words, if I put it across, let's move further, Aparna. In a simple words, if I talk about what is offensive, what is defensive? Defensive is kind of a military people which are protecting our country at the border. It's that same thing. So these are the defense people who are working into the background, who is working for the security of our organization. Okay, so they protect systems, detect and respond to the cyber attacks. So roles that comes into this are SOC analyst, incident responder. Incidents are what? Anything which can impact your organization in a negative manner. Like, for example, I'm taking this session. If my internet gives me an issue, that is an incident. We have a now, if we understand in terms of a cybersecurity, if we face some attack like malware, ransomware, so that is an incident because it is impacting our security in a negative manner. So we need a people to respond to that incident. So that is an incident responder. Then we have a threat hunter. Threat is what? Any potential probable danger to the organization. Like if you see our our security agencies, they always look out for bad people who are after our organization, who are after our countries, the terrorists, the bad people, the people with criminal mind, who are always like in a mood to cause harm to the country. Same concept here also. So there are bad people, people with malicious intent, who want to cause harm to the organization. So you should be proactively working to find those threats. So it also the kind of skills you require in defensive security, network monitoring, because you have to monitor the networks. SIM is basically a kind of a tool which helps you in correlation of a logs and give you an alert if something wrong is happening. Forensic investigations. So the tools that you use are Splunk, Wireshark, AlienWorld. This is just a tip of an iceberg to give you an idea that what kind of a tool you have to learn if you want to move into defensive security. We also call it as a blue team. Then there is an offensive security. This is also on a payroll of a people. Okay, this is also a payroll on of a company. These are the people who has been given a task to attack the organization network so that you as an organization can find out attacks, threats, vulnerability, the weaknesses before an attacker can find it out for you, before an attacker can find it out and try to exploit it. The roles which is available in this are penetration tester, ethical hacker, red team analyst. The skills you require: scripting, okay, vulnerability exploitation, the ability to emulate the threats. So tools which is being used, Metasploit, Bub Suite, Cobalt Strike. So look, in the beginning, as I told you, like I am more from a defense. I've worked into security operations center for 12 long years. Even I've headed security operations center. So I was more into defensive role. But at the same time, I also did uh, my CH certification, and still I'm learning offensive security because even if you are in a defensive role, you need to understand the mindset of a hacker. Then only you can build your defense in a better manner. And in the beginning, look, this categorization comes later after, I would say, after 5 to 8 years, when you are already settled in cybersecurity and you are doing good, and then you can choose. You have choices in front of me in yourself that which field you want to choose. But in the beginning of your career, my suggestion, or it's not about suggestion, you don't have many choices. And you have to, whatever comes your way, you have to do it. And in the beginning of a career, the more you are exposed to different fields of cybersecurity, the better would it be for you. Okay, let's move further. Aparna. So career paths in offensive security mostly is penetration. Look, there are vulnerability assessment person, penetration tester. Who is penetration tester? Penetration tester, what is penetration testing? So before penetration testing comes vulnerability assessment, where you try to find out the weaknesses in a system. Okay. Once you find out the weakness in a system, you try to exploit those weaknesses. So companies do hire penetration testers who has the ability to run different scripts, different attacks, okay, without causing much impact on the security posture. The main purpose of that is to find out attacks before an attacker find out for you. Trust me, penetration testers are very, if you are pro in this, trust me, the companies will be after you. And moreover, this is a kind of a job which you can run it as a freelancer also. There is a like a lot of companies, they organize bug bounty. Okay, bug bounty where you as a freelancer are invited to form a bugs into companies infrastructure, companies applications, and if you find it for them a price as high as $50,000, you can win it. So it's a pro job, good job, but again, it's not like that. Do one course and you will become a penetration tester. You have to work hard. As I told you, 20 years of career. Still, I find myself like not naive, I would say, but still I find that there's a lot to learn for me also. So it's not a magic wand, do a course. You have to do a course that will be a base, and then on the basis, then over the period, then you have to work hard consistently, okay, learn things. Then over the period of time, you will be in the position where you wanted to be. Then you have a red team analyst. They are the one who emulate real world attacks. APT, Advanced Persistent Threat Simulation. Look, there is one attack where you simply use the normal tools to attack the organization. But if you are after a big organization, then you have to study that organization well. Then on the basis of that organization infrastructure, you will develop an attack. In 2010, okay, I gave a real world examples. In 2010, there was a worm called Stuxnet. Google it, Stuxnet, Stuxnet, Stuxnet. That was a very good example of APT. That was a worm which was designed to target the Iranian nuclear capability. Iran was using the Siemens centrifugal for churning for creating the uranium, and it was designed to target that specific Siemens centrifugal. So advanced persistent threat, normally people like us can't do it. Okay, you need experts to do it. Okay, so helps you in creating problem solving, critical thinking, working on evolving threats. Always remember one thing. I believe in one thing. Humans are capable of doing anything. It is us only which has created. Elon Musk is a person like us only, but he has a will and a zeal, and that's why he has made the things which we consider it as impossible. The AI that you are seeing is people like us who have built it. Be consistent, be perseverance, have patience, you will be able to achieve what you want to do. But yes, life, there is no shortcut to successes in life unless and until you have some big boss supporting you. Otherwise, there are no shortcut to successes in life. We all have to do a bit of struggle in making our career. But if you are consistent, yes, you can. Okay, let's move further. Then we have a defensive security, SOC analyst. Then SOC is also of different type, mate. Like the kind of SOC, I've worked in both the SOC. One kind of SOC which is used for managing and monitoring the devices, like we used to manage firewalls, IPS, IDS, which was defending organizations against different types of attack. And there's another type of a SOC which we called as a monitoring SOC, where we are running a SIM tool. And SIM tool, the main purpose of SIM tool, SIM is a kind of a tool which is designed to ingest logs from different devices. IPS, IDS servers. It correlate those logs, and if it find anything wrong, it will give you an alert. Now it's your responsibility as a SOC analyst to analyze that alert. If you find it that this is a real alert, not a false positive, then definitely you have to take an actions against it. Good one. In the beginning of a career, this will give you a very good information about threats, TCP, IP, lot many other things. But sometimes people find it difficult to cope up with 24 cross 7. But again, 24 cross 7 in SOC in security is a reality. Even if you become a senior guy, if you are working, suppose you are a CISO, which means that if there is an attack, you have to be on a call or your team has to be in a call, okay, deriving the things. So be ready. Money is there, but be ready for the bunt up that is there. Work-life balance in the beginning of a career, we should not be very much which is thinking about. More focus should be on learning. Then incident responder, as I told you, we come across incidents. Okay, there should be a team of people who should be respond to the incident, then finding out the threats proactively so that before, like as I told you, our investigating agencies, they always look out for bad people before they cause us harm to us. That's the same thing here also. You might have seen in a lot of movies. Okay, so they thought an attack before they make an attack, before they got successful into attack. So that's what is the role of threat hunter. In the beginning of a career, this role is quite mixed up. There is no definitive segregation. So in a big organizations, definitely there will be a segregation between offensive and defensive security. But into the small organization or mid-level organization, sometimes there is not a very clear segregation, and every organization has their own org structure. They have their own department structure. Like in some organization, it is network operations center, which is managing the firewalls and network devices both. But in some organization, we have a separate security operations center managing it. So in the beginning, it is not very possible. It is not easy to segregate and isolate the different departments and all. So you should be learning everything, and that's the reason the course which Aparna will talk about, it has a mix and match of both defensive and offensive security. It will cover because although it is a course has been given a name, but it will kill three birds with one stone. That is CH, offensive security. It will take you through CompTIA Security Plus, defensive security, defensive plus offensive both, and CISSP, which is purely a defensive security. So in one course itself, we are killing three birds with one stone, one course, and that will make you prepare. Along with that, we have a capstone project, which will make you prepare for industry also. Let's move further. Aparna, can you scroll the slide, please? Okay, so how to choose question to ask yourself. Look, I have seen a lot of people. I would like to talk about lot my time. There is a very common field you might have heard about GRC, governance, risk management, and compliances. Okay, so lot my time. Sometimes people say, look, there is a lot of work-life balances in GRC, and okay, so up to you. Which one you want to like? You don't want too much technical. Like I don't want to go to now. I have worked a lot in technical field, so now I don't want to go into a lot of technical field. Then you can go for look GRC and all. But look, in GRC, a lot of people are going for it. GRC stands for Governance, Risk Management, Compliance. A lot of people are not going for. A lot of people are after it. So when there is uh, when there is more supply of, then demand would be less. So in the beginning, as I told you, uh, you don't have many choices here of offensive or defensive. But yes, you can make your way towards it. Like for example, if someone is more interested in defensive security, then CH and CSSP certification is already there. Then he can do. Then he can start looking for job. Do risk management properly, compliance properly, do some privacy courses and make his way towards that. I have known people, okay, like who are more into offensive, who are more into who want to stay in technical. So they have done CH, they are doing EJPT, which is another offensive security certification, or OSCP, and then they go towards into that direction. So it's your choice what kind of field you want for yourself, and then make your way towards it. But in the beginning, it is very difficult because we all are in a process of exploring ourselves, and it is nothing wrong if we take some wrong decisions in it. Just like for example, around 2 years ago, I was mad about privacy. I did two certifications related to privacy. My main focus was only on privacy. I learned it, okay, fine, but I find out it helped me in a compliance. But now I'm focusing more on AI and a cloud. So over the period of time, this is a time of exploration. So in the beginning, I would say do a course which can give you a taste of both offensive and defensive security, then go for a job, and then work for 2 3 years and see what you like doing most, and then move your career into that direction. Always remember, everything means everything that glitters is not gold. I tell you, when I was into Security Operations Center, I was heading Security Operations Center. A whole 120 people vertical was under me. I left that job, moved into governance, risk management, and compliance, which was kind of a not non-technical, I would say, but kind of a process-related job. A lot of people are after that. When I went there, I realized that my SOC was better than that because a lot of documentation and all I have to do that. So remember in the beginning, you can't, because people who are in 1 to 5 years of experience, no, you're not in a position to choose yourself in the beginning because whatever you have heard, it's mainly by listening to people or reading the stuff. It is more like you are standing on the riverbank and judging and gauging the depth and breadth of the river. No, ultimately you will find out the depth and breadth of the river, that how river behaves when you make a boat and start sailing or start swimming in the river against the current. So take charge of your career. Okay. Okay. Experiment yourself. Nothing wrong in experimentation. Let's move further.
Correct.
Okay, so trends to watch in cybersecurity, I would say both are good. Means offensive security, defensive, both I would say. And these days, AI-related attacks are really, really increasing a lot, and that's the reason we are offering CEH. Okay, in CEH, the AI has already been included. In the similarly, we have CSSP, and we have your CompTIA Security Plus. There also the AI has been there. Okay, so look out for trends against APT, rise of AI-based attacks. Look, there will always be a demand. Till the time mankind is there, we will require security. So it will change its form. So not many people have concerns about, like, will security take our job? Will AI take our job? I tell them one thing, okay? When you see a bot, don't you feel dissatisfied? Oh, a bot has come, our work will not be done. There are certain emotions, there are certain things which no one can take it away. So we human have that thing. Machine can't. Machine can understand the things. So better, I would say, don't consider anything as a threat. Try to sail with it. Like I am using, trust me, Chat GPT. AI has made my training job very, very easy. I don't need to search through Google the innumerous pages. I go to ChatGPT. I've taken a paid version of it. I ask the question, and he asks me the appropriate question, the appropriate response instead of saying. I am using uh, AI tools like Quillbots, Grammarly to help me in writing, help me in content development. So AI will help you in your jobs. It will not take away your job. So don't worry much about it. Look, if you stay updated, remember in the beginning what I told you, that if you follow these two steps, read anything. Don't go for always blogs. Lot my times by watching simple series can help me in understanding the security related concept. So I have watched Snowden. There was a movie called Imitation Game. It's on the life of Alan Turing, the person who changed the life. It's not only about these computer related movies and all that. Sometimes the normal movies can also help me. And it's not only about course related stuff. Simple stuff can also, these days on LinkedIn, a lot of informations are available to read and make listening your habit. Not listening to people, everyone will not talk about listening to the people of your field. Like go to YouTube, Udemy, have an ability to find out things for yourself. These days, everything is available. Why to dependent on people to give you a right kind of advice? There are people who, if you come to me, I always give a right kind of advice. But no, not everyone will give you a right kind of advice. Try to find things, explore yourself. That would be the thing I want you to do. Okay.
Great. Great advice on how you can get started on in your cybersecurity career. I think most of you had that question as to how or where you can start your journey. So if you have more such questions, please use the Q&A box for putting in these questions. Also, people on YouTube. So now that you've understood the differences and where exactly should your starting point be, how you should choose or make a decision between these two roles, we have a question for you now. What is exactly stopping you from becoming a cybersecurity expert or pursuing cybersecurity as a career path? Right. So I've launched a quick poll on Zoom. Please use the poll there and answer whichever option is the most suitable to you. Same goes for people on YouTube. Use the live chat to give us a response. Again, just for us to understand what your needs are a little better. Okay. And while we talk about the course, you will also understand how this course helps you pursue and become job ready and take up any career path or take up cybersecurity as a career path in general. Okay. Yes. So we've got a lot of you telling us that you don't have practical exposure, that's where you're leaning towards. Okay. Let's hear from the audience on YouTube.
This is more of a, Aparna, this is more of a chicken and egg problem. Which one
Yeah.
comes first?
Yes.
Because sometimes people say that let me have an experience and then I will go for cert. Sometimes people say that certs are better first and then we will get an experience. There's no
Mhm.
right and wrong answer to it. It's
Correct.
like people, they have to take a choice.
Correct. Yeah. I think whichever suits their schedule, their
Yeah.
goals, I think that's the right way to approach. Okay, so we'll just end the poll here, and I'm also going to be sharing these results so everyone can see. A lot of you feel that you don't have the practical exposure you need to become job ready, and you feel that's a blocker for you to even reach out to potential employers, right?
Let me answer it. Okay.
Yes.
So
Yes.
look, in the beginning, I just start with one question to you. If you are a hunter, okay, who are planning to go for a hunt in a forest, will you be loading the bullets once you see your aim or a animal, or will you go with bullets preloaded? So I would assume that you will go with bullets preloaded. So don't wait once a opportunity. You never know when that opportunity strike your or you will get an opportunity. So it's not only about look practical exposure. You have to prove. I have seen people who have done certifications and even they don't have a practical knowledge, but theoretically they were very good. They know how things works. And then once they were given an opportunity, they were able to prove themselves well. And I am an example of it. In 2000, look, I started my career in cybersecurity in 2006. From 2006, so 2019, I was into Security Operations Center, where I have worked because I have worked into leadership role. So I was delivering VAPT projects, auditee, and all that. But I never did an audit. But I continued with my certifications of CISA, CISM, CSSP to help my training career as well as my official career. In 2019, when I moved into a different field, which was more of an auditing role, GRC role, my theoretical and conceptual knowledge helped me in sailing and doing well into that role. So these companies, be it ISC2, be it Izaka, be it CompTIA, be it AC Consuls, they are not fools. They know what is expected and what is running in an industry, and that's the reason the course are being designed to help you with that. So again, as I mentioned, it is more of a chicken and an egg problem. Which one comes first? So if you are into a job, then first you have to go into a good job related to your field. But how will someone give you an opportunity? You have to prove your mettle.
Mm.
How will you prove your mettle? By studying. That is, you will only be able to do what is in your hand. So
Yeah.
what is in your hand? You, it's certification. In the beginning, I'm not saying that you should always go for certification, but
Yeah.
in the beginning, you have to do some basic certs which can help you in demonstrating your commitment towards that job. Then only company will consider you. I've seen people look where where they have given an opportunity to people who were just not very experienced. I remember in 2007 6 I did my CCSP,
Mhm.
Cisco Certified Security Professional. I was working as a trainer. On the basis of that certification, I got a job in HCL. I was not having any SOC experience, but I was given that opportunity and I got a good package of 5,40,000 from trainer to HCL L2 engineer in 2007. So
Mm.
you can understand that. So whatever I'm saying, it's not like that. I have also done my struggle. Whatever I'm saying, you are hearing it from the horse mouth. I'm not saying any theoretical thing which I have not experienced it myself.
Yeah. That's, I think all the questions that we get further, or they had in mind, I think you addressed all those apprehensions. So we'll see how the questions are coming in a little while. But meanwhile, let me just explain to you how this course is going to help you become job ready. Is going to fit that,
Just
bridge.
give me a minute, Aparna. I will answer it.
Yes,
Just you can take you through.
of course.
Look, this course is because I take this courses, except CH. Okay, so this course, as I told you, look, when you're looking for a job options in a market, in the beginning, there is a very fine line of difference between a small dotted line between offensive and defensive security. And that is mentioned in our presentation, that is blurring. So in the beginning, you don't have much choices. So you have to prepare yourself for both offensive and defensive security. And that is what this course is all about. So it has modules, and that modules are mapped to three big certs: CH, Offensive Security, CompTIA Security Plus, and CISSP. So CH is purely a offensive security course, which is a practical oriented course where they will take you through, where the course curriculum include your tools, technologies, methodologies to hack the organization infrastructure, test the information organization structure. CompTIA Security is like a beginner course, not a beginner, 1 to 2 years of experience. It talks about offensive and defensive, mostly of defensive, but some put of offensive security in it. One of the best course which will take you through all latest concepts of cybersecurity. And then CISSP is a big daddy, okay, which is considered as one of the best courses in a defensive management security. CISSP in itself, if you clear that certification, people will take you seriously because the integrity of exams and that board is such. So with it's a module 6 months course where there are four modules, if I'm not wrong. Okay, first one is introductory and then CompTIA. Yep. Okay. Yep. 4 1. Okay, so where it will take you, it's a comprehensive course where you don't have to go here and there. If you do these modules, 4 modules, whatever these modules are, okay, inductions and all that. The second one is mainly about your, okay, your CompTIA Security Plus and all that. So it covers. So when you cover all this after this course, you are ready for 3 certification: CH, CompTIA Security Plus, and CISSP. So if you are into 1 to 5 years of experience, then do these 2 certifications, CH and CompTIA Security Plus. And always remember, there are people I've seen that who do certification, who study just with the aim of passing the certs. No, this is not a government exam where you will get a permanent job in a government where you don't have to do a lot of things. You have to, it will catapult you to the, it will help you in reaching an interview table. And after that, passing beyond that interview table is what your knowledge will help you out. Now, Aparna, over to you.
Yes, thank you. Thank you for explaining the curriculum in detail and also how the course is going to benefit. We already have some questions. We'll take those questions in a while. So just quick highlights. Ajit already explained that, the modules of this course, but just quick highlights here, how MIT is really involved. So we've got modules from MIT SCC, which is Schwarzman College of Computing, and EC Council included in the course curriculum. And apart from all that Ajit mentioned, you have a cybersecurity masterclass, an academic masterclass that is conducted by MIT faculty. So you've got a chance to interact with them and understand from them live as a part of masterclass. And then you also get access to MIT CSAIL community, where you get access to professional programs and also interact with your peers, right? But the most important aspect of this particular course is that your training is live with trainers that are accredited, and also you get access to practical learning through case studies and projects, right? So I'll just take you through what these projects are and how you will exactly be learning them. So here you go. Ajit, if we can maybe talk about the projects first and then the other aspects of the.
Okay, so look, when we talk about the project, the first project is mainly about the threat modeling. Look, if I am starting some businesses, okay, starting some or trying to make some application, so I need to find out what are the threats, what are the security, who all are after it, what are the different kinds of threat. So threat modeling as a project will help you in understanding that thing. So it's a kind of a risk assessment, also kind of, you can say that. Look, then another project which mainly talks about the disaster and business continuity. And both project 2 and project 3 is mainly about the disaster and business continuity. So what is that? Look, I am taking this. What is business continuity? Business continuity, like ensuring that the continuity of a business is maintained. Like I'm taking this class. Aparna, just when I start this class session, Aparna told me that, Ajit, I think there is some issue with your internet connection. Within a second, I changed the internet connection and things got resolved. So what is that? I have 3 internet connections. I have 2 laptops, which ensure that the continuity of a business is maintained. So business continuity and disaster recovery is very, very important from business perspective. So in that, we will take you through different a case study for disaster recovery and business continuity of an organization, which can help you in understanding that. Moreover, these days, okay, these are the projects that you will be taking through because look, it is through capstone projects only you will be in a position to understand how things works at an industry level and what you have learned it. Trust me, these courses are very well designed on industry standards, CISSP, CEH, and CompTIA Security Plus. You will love that. The 701, the new version of CompTIA Security Plus, CSSP has also been recently upgraded. And CH also is the latest version of coming into it. I think 13. So you will love learning these things. But again, teaching can take you through or point you in a certain direction, guide you, but it is all you have to do it yourself. Look, I can teach you, I can make your concepts easy, but if you don't study on your own, then you will forget that concept within a month.
Mhm.
Okay, thank you.
That's correct, correct. So that was about the practical learning experience that we taught. Of course, there are a lot of case studies as well, and some skills that you will gain here as a part of this course.
Yeah,
Of course, you will need
yeah.
the yes,
So this is a mix, and I would say this is a perfect amalgamation of offensive and defensive security. So you will learn risk management, you will learn network packet analysis, which is very much an essential skill for a SOC. You will learn network security, you will learn identity and access management, Trojan backdoors, security assessment, software development security. So it's a perfect mix of offensive and defensive security, which can prepare you or set up your base. I would say set up your base in a security. Look, it will help you in making a boat and help you in teaching you how to sail a boat. But it's you who have to sail a boat on your own in the market. That is what my advice to you. Look, as a beginner means there are two things. Yesterday only I put it on a LinkedIn post. Remember, if you want to move into cybersecurity, TCP/IP, okay, and networking are very, very important. And that will be covered here also. Someone asked me a question that I am in uh, year two of my engineering or my course, that what should I do? My suggestion in the beginning, as a certified, if you ask me, CompTIA Security Plus and CCNA, and learn your TCP/IP properly in the beginning, miss, because this is suggested, this is means it is being minimum requisite is about graduation. So there are people who are non-graduate also, is undergraduate also. So for them, someone asked me this question. Okay, up and
right.
over to you.
Great. Thanks for highlighting the skills as well, skills and the projects here. Someone also asked about eligibility, and I think we can answer the same question as to what programming languages do they need to pursue offensive or defensive cybersecurity. So Ajit, if you can answer that as well, and then I'll take the
Which
next.
one which I sorry I missed it? Okay, eligibility, yes, I would say that it's preferred.
Mhm.
Okay, bachelor degree is preferred, but yes, if you are pursuing bachelor degree, then also I think you can go for it.
Mhm.
But graduation, you should, there is no substitute. Sometimes people consider these courses as a substitute to graduation. There is no substitute to full-time graduation. I prefer full-time. If your job doesn't permit or
Right.
your condition doesn't permit, then fine. But I prefer there is no substitute to 3 or 4 year degree courses. Okay, you can be from a non-programming background. I just give you one example of it. Okay, it's possible. One of my seniors in HCL, okay, he was a 12th pass, high school pass at that time. Yes, he was undergoing graduation at that time.
Mhm.
Right now, he's in Amazon. Okay, and he is earning around 70 to 80 LPA in Amazon, and that is one of the finest technical person I have seen.
Wow.
But again, if you want to move into offensive security, fine, you don't know programming. Look, if you don't know anything, that's fine. But you should be not you do, even if you don't want to learn it, then that's a problem. So if you want to make your career into offensive security, that is penetration testing, and even into SOC, programming is a necessity these days. Yes, you can't ignore it. Look, I have passed I don't like programming. I have done my 20 years career, 5, 6, or 8 years career is left. So I can ignore it. But not you are not in a position, because the way the job market and way the industry is moving around, you can't ignore programming. It is a necessary evil these days.
Of course.
Devil or evil, whatever you call it. You can be from a non-programming background, not an issue. But if you're not, if you don't want to learn it, then that's a problem.
That's a problem, yes. So I think that's the best way to answer any of the questions that we have from non-technical, non-programming background. You can be a part of this course, but you will eventually need programming to understand how to implement cybersecurity. But maybe any kind of languages, or what kind of programming should they have? Because most of them, I mean, some of them are also from non-technical backgrounds. So what should they exactly be learning, Ajit?
Okay. So, come again. Sorry, I missed it. I was looking at question. Please,
No, no, no.
apologize.
So someone had a question about, so they are from a non-technical background, and eventually a lot of them will have as to what they should learn in programming in order to pursue these careers.
Look, in the beginning, I told you that in the beginning of a career, you don't have to immediately start with the programming. Okay,
Mm,
first explore yourself in a course, and
mm,
over the period of time, you will learn it. This is again, I tell you, people think about the people make a lot of assumptions
yeah.
by staying on a bank of river only. Don't do that.
Mm,
Move into it's not like that you have to start with the programming right now only. No,
mm,
go into it. Maybe you feel you make your way into GRC, the governance, risk management, and compliance and policy making, where there is no programming required.
yeah.
So make your way into that. If you are into 1 to 5 years experience, then don't go with any preconceived notions in your mind. Go just learn the things, learn, find out your own way, mate. In the
Mm,
beginning, nothing is means whole world is open for you. Then you can find out, then the different fields of cybersecurity comes into action. Like for example, the people who are from the military background in India, like after 10 years career in army, they are a perfect match for physical security. So make your way. 1 to 5 years experience. It's only after spending 5 years in industry or in any field you can think about which one is better for you. In the
mm,
beginning, the whole world is open for you. Make your way, explore yourself, find out your strength, weaknesses. Like I find out over the period of time that my strengths are, I can get things done. So give it to me, I will get the things done. I remember in 2013, I was asked to deliver the project of VAPT, a full time for a medium sub enterprise organization. I was not aware of. I take one person's help and I was able to deliver it. Someone told me I'm not from a non-technical background. I'm that kind of a person who never wanted to be in a technical field. It
mm,
was my father's wish. He wanted me to be an engineer, the typical Indian at that time. But yes, I don't feel anything wrong in it. A person like me can do well in this field who never wanted to. Anyone can do it. I am not a very, if I would say, very intelligent people with very high IQ. But yes, I believe in consistency and perseverance and patience. Whatever I have started, if you can go to my LinkedIn profile, you will find 20 odd certificate, 20 certification. You will be, oh, Ajit has done so much. But it's not, Rome is not built in one day. I started doing my certifications and InfoSec certifications in 2009 and 15 years has passed. Yeah, 2024, 15 years have passed. So I have made my way over the period of time. The same is for you. Don't be impatient.
mm. Great. A lot of advice and nuggets on hard work as well in Ajit's sessions. We get a lot of that. So now that you've understood the eligibility and prerequisites, Ajit, if you can take them through the industry trends and how the industry is shaping up as well.
Look, when I talk about industry is, look, there will always be a demand for security. Like world has come a long means if I talk about 10, 15 years ago, uh, people were more interested in management job because they said that I'm tired of technical. But the current trend is means if you are a technical guy, you can you can earn lot of money. I tell you about in like when I joined BT, British Telecom, okay, in 2012. A lot of people who have joined with me, okay, they were like 3 to 4 years of experience. If I look 13 years from now, 14 years from then, all of my friends who were at 10, 12 lakh rupees per annum, I'm talking about in Indian currencies. So they are all at around 50 lakh, 40 to 60 lakh, and they are in a very, very good position. And I'm not saying that they were from big colleges. They were from the normal colleges. They spent time. But yes, at that time, there was a big boom of security. Right now, also, there's a big boom of security. But if you really want to do well, stay technical. Be a mix and match of, look, when we talk about security, stay a mix and match or do the certs or make yourself ensure that don't go too away from technical things. So jobs are there, money is there. I always believe in one thing: never follow the money,
Hmm.
let the money follow you. Make yourself in such a way. I have seen companies paying $50K. $50K is not a small amount of money just for finding one bug to a 18-year-old guy. So he has that skill, he has earned that. Look, you will get what you deserve. Okay, that is a harsh truth of capitalistic world.
Right.
So
Great.
jobs are there.
Hmm.
These are big companies. Okay, in the beginning, don't look. The maximum thing I learned in a big company, the work is pretty segregated, and you will only be exposed to very specific part of your work. So if you really want to learn, don't go always after the big name. These days in our competitive world, these days, there are a lot of startups which are doing very, very well. You know, you must have heard about Akamai. Akamai was a startup 12 years ago. We have Snowflakes, Akamai, CrowdStrike. They were all startup, but they have grown up into a big, big company. Give more preferences to learning in the big. In 2006, I was earning 22K in Indian currency as a job as a lecturer. I took a 10K per month job cut to get into a job which has given me, which has made me what I am today. So give more preference to learning in the beginning.
Hmm.
Okay?
Great. So yes, I think this also covers how the cybersecurity industry is shaping up, what kind of companies you should look at while choosing a job.
Yeah.
And I think this we have addressed a lot of times that you needn't be exactly from a certain industry to become a part of the course. You can check the batch profile. We've got a lot of learners from diverse backgrounds because cybersecurity as a subject can be implemented in any industry, any domain, in any company. So of course, you need to have some programming knowledge to grow, but you don't have to exactly come from a core tech company to become a part of this course, right? And you can see how some of the learners have actually used this course, leveraged this course, and you can check out Gina's story, Philip, Sal, and then Richard. You can check out their LinkedIn profiles as well. How you can check this out is from the link to the course page that I've sent. If you scroll down a bit, you will be able to find, these learners' profiles, and all you need to do is to head to their LinkedIn to understand what their journey has been, right? So this is how you can also be a part of these success stories and leverage and become, what you want to become in cybersecurity, right? So I'm going to take a couple of more minutes, Ajit, before we take questions and also take
Sure,
the
sure.
so this is a very interesting success story of a 61-year-old. Someone asked this question as well about whether age really matters. I mean, this is the proof to that. So Philip is an example of such a person who's used this course and gained success in his career. So I'm just going to open this video.
You're never too old to learn anything new, whether it's an art, a new language, a new sport, or learning new skills to advance your career. Hi, I'm Philip. I'm 61 years old, and last year I upskilled with Simplilearn's postgraduate program in cybersecurity after working 30 years in the IT sector in various different profiles. I'm happy to tell you that I was able to clear and pass my CISSP and CCSP certification exams on the first attempt after taking the course. Now, funny story I want to share with you. I started off aspiring to be a DJ, where I became interested in electronic stereo systems and how they connected and how they operate and what made them function. And 4 years ago, I began a journey to understand and learn more about the cloud. On the way, I developed a natural understanding for the security needs and began to focus my studies to understand more about the cybersecurity aspect of the cloud landscape. I worked with many companies before as a security analyst and architect on a contract basis, but I needed some stability, which I got with the job I just started with Infosys as a cybersecurity consultant. Happy after I took the course. I've been an adjunct faculty member at Prince George College and been in many different learning and training experiences. But the experience as a student at Simplilearn is something I will always cherish. Of course, I must say, it was packed with practical examples. It was led by highly skilled, certified instructors. I believe in living a fulfilling life. At 61, I am still training students in martial arts. I've been practicing martial arts for the past 40 years, and my efforts were acknowledged by Eastern United States International Martial Arts Association, where I was inducted into the Hall of Fame for a lifetime achievement of dedication service to martial arts. I've been many things in my life. First and foremost, I've been a learner. Be a learner first.
I think this resonates with what you have been
Yeah,
mentioning.
very inspiring. And I always say that age is a number, but yes, age is a number to learn the things. Physically, it start impacting us, but yes, for learning, age is a number. If you are fit and fine, hale and healthy, then age is just a number. You can learn, and even you can see at this age of means I've people sometimes at the age of 40 in India, they say they start like, oh, I don't want. I don't have a lot of friends who don't want to learn now because they said, okay, fine, but I'm also learning. I've started my journey of AI just now only around 15 days ago, and I'm very happy with my progress. So you can learn anything at any time. You just have a zeal and perseverance and consistency to learn those things.
Exactly right. So this is a certificate that you get as a part of finishing the course. So you can see that for modules that are specific to MIT SEC, you get a certificate separately for that. And someone asked this question about CEH. Yes, CEH is a part of this course. You receive a certificate for that too. And I don't think you can do that separately. If you want to do CEH separately, there's a dedicated certification training for CEH. But this one is mostly encompassing all aspects of cybersecurity. So if you want to pay fees specifically to that, I don't think that's possible. So it's an entire package that comes to you, and that's how you receive the CEL certification as well, right? So I think this encompasses all the details about the course. Quick enrollment steps before we start taking your interest. What you do is you can go to the course page, fill an application, and the admission panel reviews the application. There's a process in place for that as well. So if you're still pursuing graduation, nothing should stop you from submitting an application. You can still do that. And once the admissions panel feels that you are the right fit, they will roll out an offer letter. And once you've paid the course fee is when you're a part of the next cohort, right? So the application actually closes, like you saw in the beginning of the slide, on the 3rd of November. So you still have a couple of more days to fill in your application. So you can do that by heading to the course page. Let's say you want to talk to a learning advisor before you make this decision. You can do that by answering our poll. And I'm just going to launch a quick poll here on Zoom. If you select a yes, we will have a learning advisor contact you very soon. And you can tell them that you attended a webinar and that's how you're interested in knowing more about the course. Let's say someone on YouTube is interested in taking this course. Your option is to click on the link in the video description and head to the course page for this. Yeah. So everything about course fee, about what you get in the course, everything that we explained in detail in the last 20-25 minutes is there on the course page. You can find the link on the chat box. Yeah. So I think while we collect interest, maybe Ajit, we can take questions from people, most of which are answered, but some of them,
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah, Josh, definitely you should have at least one cert. I would say go for two cert. If you are into 1 to 5 years bracket or 0 to 5 years bracket, go for CompTIA Security Plus and CH. That can help you. Here, will offensive and defensive role merge in a long run to a single role? Yes, when I used to be in SOC, I was responsible for preventing attacks, but at the same time, I was responsible for running a team for doing penetration testing and all. So in a longer run, offensive, defensive, compliances, everything run. So Just for take an example of a CISO, he's responsible for conducting compliances, he's responsible for conducting audits, he's responsible for security of an organization, he's responsible for getting penetration testing policies, everything. Which progressive skills should have to learn from scratch to advance to prepare offensive defensive role? Michael, as I've already mentioned, the course is very good, which will take you through. I talk more in terms of certs. Okay, so in the beginning, CH, CompTIA Security Plus, then over the period of time, once you gather experience in a field, go for CISSP. But if you talk about the skills, so this will prepare you for both offensive and defensive security. If you are more inclined towards offensive security or any security, network secure means I would say have a knowledge at means have a knowledge of networking, TCP/IP, and if you're more inclined toward offensive security, then packet level knowledge of TCP/IP is must. Okay. GJ sit states, look, I also was an instructor in the beginning, but I kept there is no methodology for it. What I did was I was continuing upgrading myself till I get a break. Okay, so I started as a CCNA instructor. I did my CCNA instructor is a very commonly run course. So I did my CCSP, which helped me. It's a specialized course, which helped me get into a job. I know a lot of people, a lot of friends. Recently, we had one guy who was from Army, and we had for his CISSP certifications. So continue learning its way. There is no hard and if I say that do this, do that, so I will be telling lie to you. So there is no hard and fast methodology for it. Continue learning, apply for interviews. I believe in one thing. I'm somewhat kind of a spiritual also. I believe in one thing. Whatever is made for you, you will get it. So there's all we take a lot of interviews. Okay, we go for a lot, appear in a lot of interviews, but the one job which is for us, we will be able to crack that job, and and that day it will be on a day which is of yours. So continue working hard, upgrade yourself, learn things. That is the best way made out. And that is what I can. Great we go along. How can we manage to practice cyber environment? Would describe testing skills. Look, anonymous attendee, whatever is your name, look, when you go for CH, there is in a CH, you will get a you will get a lab environment for 6 months. That will give you an ample time to practice. Along with this, there are many uh, f- websites available. Try Hack Me, Hack the Box, which are pretty very good, and they charge you very nominal amount, $10 to $11 per month. Okay, for using their machines in a virtual environment. If you don't want to do that, have a good means have a good laptop on VMs. You can set up your VM infrastructure and lab environment and do that thing. Hope that answer. Postgraduate upon complete CH as well. Look, CH is a certification. Look, you will be awarded CH. You have to, I think voucher is included with it. You have to take the exam because Simplilearn can't give you a CH certificate. They will provide you a completion of CH training certificate, but you have to clear the examination of CH by EC Council to get that certificate.
Yeah.
How could you put an idea of how new tech? Look, I can't go into these kind of questions, mate. The technology, for that you have to come to my class or join a course. I can't tell you about what is ideas because that is not what this course meant for. Okay, you can join our course or you can go to YouTube. But yes, I can answer you these days. Ideas have started using AI, machine learning, and even the behavioral base. Okay, so I can't go into beyond that. I'm doing a course of should companies a different department apply to. Look, this you have to look out for. There are banks, there are governments where you can go and you have to specify which country, mate. So I'm not a like you have to tell in which country you are doing. Okay, how to talk with the G sir?
Yes,
You
I
can
get
I'm available on LinkedIn. My name is Ajit Pal Singh Wadhawan. You can connect me with over there, Yash. I'm
yes,
open networker. You can connect with me.
yes.
Okay.
I
Thank you.
the same
I think.
question that Okay, Ricky, Dale, whatever your question is, please put it on the Q&A.
Which question you asked me?
Yeah, which is the question that you had asked.
I have answered all the questions mostly.
Yes. So if you have more questions, I think we'll kind of take them. But if you are still interested in the course, the poll is open for you. You can reach out to the learning advisor as well by heading to the course page. Yeah.
Ricky, I'm still waiting for your question. You ask me, you and type it, and I will answer it.
Right. I think we'll wait for Ricky to post his question. Now is the time for us to get your names for the certificate as well. So I'm going to launch a quick certificate poll while Ricky posts his question. Please enter your name so that we send it out to you. Remember what I said about the certificate. You will receive it on Monday or Tuesday because the next 3-4 days we're not working. Okay. And questions about the course fee, please head to the course page. Anything else that you think needs to be answered, the best way to do that is to talk to a learning advisor and get your questions answered, whether it's about financing options, whether it's about how you can enroll, what time the classes are, everything is answered by a learning advisor. So I've sent the link to the course page for a reason. Please use that to reach out to them.
Okay, so Ricky, I got your question. I think, look, so Aparna, you can or learning consultant can help us because I have seen a lot of undergraduates who are in a pursuing of. So his question is his or her, I don't know. Okay, apologies for it. So from this, I can't make it out. Okay, so he or she, whatever. Okay, so asking about, okay, it's like filling the form, but the system doesn't let fill the form because of a pass mark is required. But I don't, you can help him or her with that.
Okay, so Ricky, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to, sorry, I have to put the email on the chat.
Intelligence Bureau. Okay, cybersecurity, how to join as a cybersecurity in an intelligence bureau. So look, there is no hard and fast rule here for it. Look, either there are two ways. One is do these courses and all and make your way into that direction, because they do hire people in NICs and all that. Like I know a lot of my friends who used to work in national informatics centers on a consultant, on a contractor payrolls. But yes, you can make your way into that direction, or you can clear UPSC and show your interest and move into that direction. That is what I can say that. But yes, even if you want to be on that was on a lighter note. But yes, if you want to be a cybersecurity professional intelligence bureau, first do this. First, you have to have a right skills, and then look out for opportunities into that field. They will definitely post things about a lot of government organizations have posted job posting about their departments and all, and then you can make your through in it. But again, you have to learn the skills in order to make your way into intelligence bureau, and same courses will be there. There will be a requirement there also.
Yeah. So Ricky, what I've done is I've given our email ID webinars@simplilearn.net. What I'm also, please leave your country, maybe the name of your country or the city that you're from to that email ID. Please do that immediately so that I can transfer your contact. Also, please include your phone number, country, your name, anything that that will help us reach out to you faster and answer your question faster. So please reach out on that email ID and I will pass it on to the team of the learning advisors. If you're from the US, I mean, even better, they work at this time. So yeah, I think that answers your question, Ricky. Yash, I think, is really eager to talk to you, Ajit. So I think, Yash, we encourage you to reach out to him on LinkedIn. And Akhil has a question about, okay, so the CAH course isn't actually free. And if you would want to get trained on that course, I don't think it's free anywhere else as well. So yeah, free courses are there, but CAH certification training is certainly not free.
So I'm available by this name. If anyone wants to look, the best way is to go through Simplilearn. But yes, if someone wants to connect, then yes, he can connect.
Great. I think
I have been with Simplilearn. I've seen their journey. I have taken the first batch in 2000. 13, if I remember it correctly. And Simplilearn is the first one. Look, a lot of companies, they switched to LVCs in post 2020. And Simplilearn saw that thing coming long way back
Yes.
because they wanted to bring all the people around the world. The physical barrier should not be there. So that's the reason we started LVC in 2015 itself.
Mhm.
So I have
Yes.
seen a lot, come a long, long way. Yep.
Great. Thanks, Ajit, for your time. I think it was a wonderful session. It was some great advice that we could use otherwise as well, if not in cybersecurity. Even general career advice actually helps. Uh, the session actually helped a lot. Even to me, in fact, to just understand how you can shape your career. I hope everyone else also resonated with his thoughts, and I'm sure you're going to implement this in the future as well. So we look forward to seeing you in these courses. If you still have questions, please drop us an email at askus@simplylearn.net. That's the email ID you reach out to. But that's for Ricky. The email ID webinars@simplylearn.net is for Ricky to send out his or her details so we can pass it on. Okay, great. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you. Bye.
Indeed, it was a great session.
Look,
Bye-bye.
as I told you, I will answer all your questions. I have answered it.
Yes.
Okay. Bye. Bye, Aparna. It was a lovely talking to you, all of
Same
you.
here,
Thank
Ajit.
you. Thanks all.
Thank you, everyone. Yes, so we sign off on this note. Have a happy weekend and also a happy Diwali to everyone celebrating in India. I'm going to end the certificate poll. Remember, you will receive it about early next week. Okay. And let's say you still don't receive it. I've sent our email ID webinars@simplylearn.net. Please do reach out. Okay. Thank you so much. Have a lovely